The first match will be at 7:30 on Saturday. That's Arsenal versus Burnley. No, I got Arsenal to win this match for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
Especially it's their first game at home. I think Arsenal will do well, and I think that they're gonna they'll win. Yeah.
Yeah, I got Arsenal to win that match. The next one is at 10 o'clock, which is Aston Villa versus Bournemouth. But if Aston Villa can put on another display like what put on against Tottenham, I don't think Bournemouth stand a chance against these men.
Well, I mean, but you do have to recognize that it is Bournemouth. I mean, they were a club that gave a really good show of themselves last season. So I think that if Aston Villa put in the shift that they did against Tottenham, the game might be a bit too close to call. Because I mean, come on, Bournemouth did have a good showing of themselves last season. They still have Josh King, they still have Brooks, they still have Wilson. They're a threat up front, you know. And I really think that if it is that, you know, Bournemouth put their heads down, you know, maybe too close to call.
Well, we only basing it on their last match, right?
Mm-hmm.
If a team like Sheffield United can give us so much trouble, and they just came from the championship, it's like,
Yeah.
right? Aston Villa put on a better show than Sheffield United,
Fair enough.
right? And if Aston Villa put on the same show and Bournemouth still in this same form, most likely Aston Villa will win home. Because Bournemouth played one last weekend, and Sheffield United had them in problems.
Fair enough.
You understand? And to play one of these teams home now, most likely I give Bournemouth might probably be defeated against Aston Villa. Most likely, but you never know how England football does be. England football will be on the day,
Fair enough.
right? So we will see how that one happen. Well, this is one that me and my boy Jamal disagree on. Brighton versus West Ham.
Yeah.
I got West Ham to get beat here.
I have West Ham to win. I think after that loss against City, that 5-0 loss, I think West Ham, they're going to put their heads down. And I think they're going to come with a win against Brighton. I really do.
I ain't too sure about that one. That's the honest truth. To me, West Ham, to me, like the West Ham from before. But I give Brighton, the already that performance they displayed against Watford over the weekend, to me was brilliant. You know, I understand, and to me, I don't see West Ham can go by Brighton and beat them. You know?
So you guys can let us know down below what you guys think. Is it going to be West Ham or is it going to be Brighton?
Brighton.
West Ham.
Brighton.
West Ham.
Moving on is another one that we had agreed on later is Everton versus Watford. Everton can beat Watford
No.
for me for sure. Yeah.
No, I have a Watford win on this.
I don't see Watford beating Everton home.
Again,
When they can even defend against Brighton home.
alright, but you have to recognize that there's a level of bounce back with some teams. There are some teams that are going to take a loss and they're going to see that loss and they're going to, you know, it's going to put them in a slump. There are other teams that have grit, that have determination, and once they have a loss, they're going to go out there next week and try to correct what has happened. And I really feel that we're going to see some aggression from Watford next week, and we're going to see a win against Everton.
I ain't seeing it. Because Everton, to me, what you just said, to me, Everton is not the same place. Everton will be Crystal Palace and get a draw. Everton got to look for a win and look for points if they want to maintain up in the top 10. Right? Because actually, Everton is a top 10 side. They're always in the top 10 every season.
Yeah.
Right? And I believe Everton will step up the game though and show that they're forced to reckon with against Watford. Because at the end of the day, Watford is still a good side.
We will see.
But we will see. And that same day, the same Saturday, is Norwich City versus Newcastle United. Well, I believe a lot of problems at Newcastle United, and I don't think they catch it for them yet. So I would give Norwich the edge here.
Yeah.
Even though Newcastle will say that's champion.
And also, you're going to have Norwich play at home for the first time back in the Premier League. I think they're going to want to go out there and give their fans a really good showing at home. I really feel that Norwich is going to win this one against Newcastle.
Yeah, that won't be a big one. I believe Norwich is going to win, yeah. Another one, moving on, which should be at 10 o'clock too, still. I believe you will agree on is Liverpool versus Southampton. Southampton playing one.
No. This is Liverpool versus Liverpool Amazon shopping cart.
Well, okay. I believe Liverpool will win this match.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think Liverpool's going to win as well. I really would love to see this season a team other than Manchester City actually beat Liverpool. Last season, every single team was saying, you know, you got to stop Liverpool, and then when they played Liverpool, they lost. The only team that beat Liverpool last season was City, and it's asking a lot for Southampton to do it, but come on. The other teams have to step up to the plate and at least try to beat Liverpool.
Well, to be honest, right? After Liverpool beat Barcelona in the second leg, right? Liverpool is a more aggressive attacking team now. Liverpool is the complete bombardment at all times now. After that game, Liverpool was a good attacking side, but the way how Klopp made them perform against Barcelona, right? I believe Klopp carried that same straight on in every match.
But again, you also have to recognize that Alisson is out injured, and they have Adrian in the goals.
It is true, but
you got Virgil van Dijk in front of him.
And not just Virgil van Dijk. The man still got a good team in front of Adrian.
True.
Right? And to get past the man, as we could see, Liverpool had one loss in the Premier League last season. Right? And all right, Liverpool had 3 losses in the entire season.
And still
that's including Champions League.
And still didn't, one loss and still didn't win the Premier League.
Right? One loss. Right? But they had a lot of draws. They had like 8 or 9 draws. Right? And a draw is 2 points being taken away. Yeah. Right? Man City had 4 defeats last season. Right? But they had as much draws as Liverpool. Right? So then 4 defeats can't match it to them 8 draws at Liverpool had. But this Liverpool versus Man City this season gonna be one of the best games in football for this season.
Well, we've already seen Man City versus Liverpool in the Community Shield, and we all know who the winner of that shield was.
That win was on penalties, right? I don't rate that match at all.
Hold on. Who has the Community Shield in their trophy cabinet?
Man City.
Good.
But Man City improved nothing.
No, but you're here decrying the win, where it's basically
yeah, because it's a lucky win. Any win or penalties is luck for anything. Anybody will tell you, any good football fan or any good football player will tell you when they get the penalties, it's luck or chance. Penalties are not outright win. So you can see what they dominated this year. Liverpool we seeing now might be a whole new era of Liverpool. You know what I mean? Like how Man City still change and they right now there's a dominant side. I believe Klopp came, you know, he found a strategy to beat Barcelona. It worked. And I believe right now that's the same strategy he carrying on into Premier League right now. So we will go and see how the strategy work out. Like when he do eventually but Man City or one of the other big top 6 sides. Right? But as me and Jamal both agree, Liverpool can beat Southampton. And the last game for Saturday at 12:30, which to me is the match of the weekend.
Yes.
Is Man City versus Tottenham. Now yes. This can be a very good match.
I believe so as well.
Real talk.
I think if you look at the semi-finals of Champions League last season, where Spurs denied City the chance to go to the finals, I think there's some unresolved business. And also we have Son still out on a match ban for a red card at the end of last season. I think it's going to be a very interesting game. And they're playing at the Etihad for the first time this season.
Yeah, so to me that's going to be a really good game because we already know what Man City capable of doing.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like about the match is that Tottenham ain't playing with Son. We all know Son is a threat.
So who do you have to win the game?
I give Man City the edge in this game.
Yeah, for sure.
I give Man City the edge in this game. Even though Tottenham proved the formidable against Man City in the Champions League. The man short. The man played a hard out. Technically, the man played a hard out against Man City. Even though other factors came into play, the man played a hard out. So Man City ain't got an easy running like how to play West Ham. Man City got to fight in this game to win this game. This ain't gonna be a run over or nothing. So
agreed.
Right, Man City can go and fight. But I still give it the edge in this game. I believe Man City could probably win like a 2-1 or 3-1 in this game against Tottenham Hotspurs. Because I don't think they could probably stop Tottenham from scoring.
Fair enough.
Right? So in this game, this is a match that Man City will got to outscore Tottenham. And I believe Man City got the players that are capable of doing that. Right? And to miss Son is a huge blow for Tottenham Hotspurs. So we will go and see how Tottenham play against City at 12:30 on Saturday this weekend. Right? That's the only issue. So I can't read that. I give Man City the edge to win that game. So moving on now, on Sunday at 9 o'clock. Yeah, 9 o'clock. It will be Sheffield United versus Crystal Palace. This might be an unusual game to be. I can't really tell who's going to win here. That's the honest truth.
I actually have Sheffield United to win. I still think that there are a lot of problems at Crystal Palace, and again, this will be the first opportunity for Sheffield United to play in the Premier League again. Sorry, I have Sheffield United to win. I think there are still a lot of problems going on at Crystal Palace, and again, this will be the first opportunity for Sheffield United to play at home in front of their stands in the Premier League again. And I think that they might pull something special out here and post a win against Crystal Palace.
I believe they might come up there the hard hope because the first time was the Premier League for a very long time.
For sure.
Okay, moving on. At 11:30 on Sunday, the last game, probably be the match of Sunday, is Chelsea versus Leicester City.
A Chelsea win.
These two matches is some best up matches for me though, because to be honest, I can't really tell you who's going to win in these two matches.
No, I think Chelsea has it. I mean, they're playing at Stamford Bridge. I mean, they had tough opposition to some extent against Man U in the week before, but I don't see Leicester providing that threat to them. I have a Chelsea win on Sunday.
Well, playing at the Bridge, that might get them the edge. So I might probably go on with Chelsea for that one. Right? Even though you can't really cover Leicester City is a team that's jumping. Right? But I just say, give me the home advantage. We know Chelsea were very formidable in the Bridge. Right? So we will see what's going on with that one. I will go along with you with that one. I will get Chelsea to edge out Leicester City. Moving on Monday, which should be the last game
of this new week.
This new week. Wolves versus Man U.
I actually have Wolves to win by at least 3.
I didn't see Wolves winning this game.
Wolves by 3. Reason being, in the last 6 meetings between Man U and Wolves, Wolves have won 3 of them. Man U have only won 2, and the other game was a draw.
But that was against a weekend Man U side.
Come on.
Not against this Man U side.
Well,
that improved. That improved the defense.
No.
To be honest, Man U can beat the Wolves on Monday.
No.
Watch what they're going to see.
Wolves by 3.
Not nearly. Wolves didn't even gain 2 goals Monday.
Wolves by 3.
I know what I tell you.
Well, you guys can wait for that. Give us a comment below and tell us what you think the score is going to be for Wolves against Manchester United. I have it to be Wolves by at least 3 goals, which means we can be delighted by 4, 5, or 6. And LeBron has a Man U win, which I think is impossible given their recent history against Wolves.
Right now, right? Their history against Wolves was based on a crappy Man U side. Right? I can't base this Man U side against that team. This is a whole different team. A whole other level of team. Right? This is like, that Man U side that Wolves play was like down here. You see the Man U side that got no, it's like up here. You understand? This Man U side, right now, right after that performance against Chelsea on Sunday, they went for the supercomputer for ESPN. Right? The supercomputer put Man U to place 4th.
Considering that you're calling them a super team,
for me,
and
right?
The supercomputer is only putting them at 4th. It can't be a super team.
It's still a super team because the supercomputer last season had Man U placed at about 6th or 7th. You understand? And the season before that, Man U was probably on the same thing. This is the first time in about 3 seasons that the supercomputer put Man U in the top 4 in about, I just said 3 seasons. Right? So which means to tell me, right, that the supercomputer acknowledge Man U to be a far better team now than the other Man U from the last previous seasons. Right now, nobody can judge this Man U team yet. I got to wait till any season to judge this team.
And I'm sure that same computer will tell you that Pep City is better than Cole.
Right now, the supercomputer put Man City to win it.
Yes.
Right, by 7 points clear.
Not bad.
Which I don't think can happen.
Why not?
Because, to be honest with you, right, I believe this Man City side ain't as great as the Man City side last season.
No, there have been improvements. I think the team
I didn't see the improvements.
No.
This is the same team as last season. To me, probably a downgrade because, as I said, when I'm missing a man that used to marshal the defense, when I ain't got no man in Man City right now that is a top defender.
What I would say to you is, Calvin didn't play all the games last season.
He played the most important
And
games.
I think his role per se was that of leader and club captain.